What's up, Nick Nation? It's your girl, Kanique, and I am back with another video for y'all today, guys. And as you can tell by that title, we're on episode 3 of Firm in the Fire podcast. I'm so excited because I just really see myself being consistent, and I don't know, like, this is just so exciting for me. But anyways, yeah, we're on episode 3. And today was a rough day, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. And I had to pray and just sit. I had to sit in it, like sit in my emotions. And what I got was record an episode. Pull out that mic, pull out your camera, let's get it popping. So yeah, I feel like this podcast is gonna be a bunch of like, it's gonna be like a bunch of personal things that I'm talking about, a bunch of testimonies, things that are uncomfortable conversations, things that need to be talked about that people don't talk about. It's gonna be a bunch of different things, and I'm super excited to just continue to grow in the word and also just grow into being more confident in who I am and who God has called me to be. So I'm really excited, and yeah. But before we get into this episode, do not forget to hit the like button down below. Turn on the post notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. I hope you're subscribed by now. And yeah, join Nick Nation because we are so close to 6K. I looked at my subscribers the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, we are right there at 6K. We're less than 50 subscribers away. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, let's get into this episode. So today's episode is titled Outgrowing Your Old Self. I feel like I've been in this little bubble lately of like, I think I'm realizing like, oh my gosh, I'm really outgrowing my old self. I'm outgrowing the things that I used to do, the things I used to like, the people I used to surround myself with, just a lot of things. I'm just outgrowing it. And I feel like where I'm at right now, how I've been feeling today, really kind of just solidified it for me. Like, we're gonna get into it, but yeah, this is why I'm recording the episode today, because I'm still in it. So yeah, outgrowing your old self, right? So like I said, it's gonna be a little bit of personal things I'm talking about. It's gonna be, the segments are gonna be kind of like encouraging, but personal, all of the things of that nature. So we're gonna be talking about letting go of who you used to be, right? We know that it's not easy, it's uncomfortable, it's not ideal. It's a transition, and it's hard. And it's not even just letting go of who you used to be, it's letting go of a version of yourself that you have been for so long. So how do we adjust to this new version of us when we've been set in our ways for so long? We've been this person for so long, we've had these habits for so long. How do we transition? Let's talk about it. So yeah, segment number 1, acknowledging the struggle, right? So we always talk about how we outgrow people, we outgrow things, and we outgrow jobs, we outgrow friends, relationships. But I don't know about y'all, but I'm outgrowing myself. We don't really talk about that, how you can outgrow yourself. So that means like old habits, your mindset, a different mindset, the things that you used to indulge in, drinking, smoking, partying, lust, music that you listen to, things that you watch, all of those things. And not even just like all of the hard things, like some of the good things too that you can outgrow. Like some stuff that I used to do that is quote unquote good, I've outgrown it because I noticed that it's starting to become heavy. The things that you used to tolerate are now becoming heavy. That's another segment though, so I'm not gonna get there, because according to my dad, I keep jumping segments. So I'm trying to be more focused. Thanks, Dad. But outgrowing yourself can be uncomfortable and unfamiliar. So we know this though. We know that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be all of the things, but that comes with growth. Why will growth be comfortable? You can't level up and be in the same place that you were. It's not possible, right? So when you're outgrowing yourself, or when you're growing, you're learning to be more disciplined, right? You're learning to be more disciplined. You're gaining better habits. You're looking at things in a different light. And yes, it's uncomfortable, but it's also stretching you into something that God has called you to do. And we talked about this in the last episode. Things are going to be unfamiliar, and things are going to be uncomfortable. So we have to talk about how you're going to start noticing, like, slowly but surely, you're going to start noticing things falling off. You're going to start noticing people falling off. You're going to start noticing all the things. Conversations are starting to become less and less. Things are starting to become more non-existent. A lot of stuff is just going to start fading away, right? But that's okay, because your tolerance is different now. Like I just said, the things that you used to tolerate, they're starting to become heavy, because that's not who you are anymore. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. And again, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself, right? Mm-hmm. Have you guys ever like noticed, like, when you're growing or when you're like elevating, like certain stuff that you used to do is not it anymore? Like, it just don't sit right. It's like, a lot of Christians don't talk about like that period, like from your old self into your new self to your born again self. People don't talk about that. That's uncomfortable, y'all. I'm here to tell y'all it's uncomfortable, because I'm in it right now. I'm in it right now. I can't make it up. I'm legit in it right now. That's all I can say. I'm in it right now. And I'm starting to notice that God gave me a different set of eyes. It's not like I'm seeing people for who they are. I'm seeing their fruit now. I can see the fruit that they're bearing, if they're bearing any. So it's uncomfortable, and I'm human. So yeah, I'm gonna feel. I'm angry, y'all. I'm very angry. I'm not okay. Some things that I used to tolerate, some things that I used to go for, I look at it now and discuss, like, oh my gosh, why did you even settle? Why did you even indulge in that? Like, hello? But thank God for growth, right? Mm-hmm. So segment 2, let's dive into why letting go feels so hard. Okay. When you're familiar with something, you feel safe. It feels like a safe space, even if it's unhealthy, like toxic habits, negative thinking, even settling, overthinking. What else? What was an example I gave earlier? Oh, like the drinking, the smoking. Like, I'm gonna be real, y'all. I used to throw them shots back. Like, oh my gosh. If it had tequila and hookah, I was there, right? And I'm not sitting here judging anybody that does, but some things that I don't do anymore, I sit back and I notice I couldn't get to where I am now and where I'm going, because I didn't have a sober mind. I didn't have a sober mind. My posture wasn't right. My posture wasn't right. It was fun for the meantime. You know, it was cutesy. I was young and turned, whatever. However, I'm not there anymore. I'm not there anymore. And honestly, I thank God for it, because I noticed when I was young and turned, hookah, drinking, when I was every single time I got upset, I'm like, oh my gosh, put a hookah out, get the cold ready, get the shots going. Like, I was literally drowning myself in things that felt safe to me. That was a safe space for me. I knew if I get drunk or if I get this buzz off this hookah, I'm not gonna feel it, right? All right, follow me. So we don't always choose what's best. We choose what we're used to. So another thing as to why letting go feels hard is because it's an identity attachment. You were this version of yourself for so long, you didn't even notice that it was unhealthy. I'm talking to the one that's a strong friend. I'm talking to the one who tolerates anything. I'm talking to the one who doesn't speak up. I'm talking to the one who just let anybody walk over them. I'm talking to that person, because you're so used to it. You've been that person for so long. Now that you're not doing it anymore, people are looking at you like, Oh, you acting funny. Oh, you acting different. Oh, she this or he that. Yeah. Because if you're not that person anymore, who are you? Right? Then we also have the fear of the unknown. We talked about this in the last episode. Will people still accept me? Who will I be? What if I fail at becoming better? Oh, Jesus. The fear of the unknown. But when you're growing, you're literally put in a position to walk into something that you don't even know where you're going. That's what faith is, y'all. If you trust something that you can't see, you're going to trust that God is going to lead you somewhere that is better than who you thought you were, than what you thought you wanted. Absolutely. So people are going to continue, last point, people are going to continue to expect the old you. This is what I'm kind of dealing with, right? People get uncomfortable when they see you change. People get uncomfortable. It makes them uncomfortable. I don't know why it makes them uncomfortable, but it does. Then they try to remind you of who you used to be. Then they don't benefit anymore from who you are because they don't have access to the new you. Some people don't support your growth because it disrupts their comfort. Do you know how many times I've heard, oh, but you still da-da-da this, you still da-da-da that. Oh, girl, you used to. 2 words. I hear that so often. I hear that more times than not. And it baffles me because it's just like, God forbid that, no, God forbid nothing. I don't have to explain my growth to anybody. I don't have to explain nothing because that's between me and the Lord. That's between me and God. But again, ask, why is my change bothering you? Why is it bothering you? Like, y'all, that's so frustrating. And then also when you're trying to grow in Christ and you feel a way, but you can't really talk about how you feel because you know you're supposed to react a certain way, but you're still human at the same time. So it's like a teeter-totter. Yeah, I'm in that space right now. Let's talk about it. So, some of us grieve who we used to be. Sometimes you miss your old self. You miss when things felt easier. And you miss that safe space you were in. However, this version of you, it wasn't random. It wasn't out of the blue. This version of you protected what God has called you to be. That version of you is what you've been needed to do. It was good for the meantime, but it wasn't meant to stay. So I encourage everyone to let go of the people and the patterns. And it's so ironic, my pastor just touched on this yesterday. Jesus. It's okay for people to know the old you because they weren't invited into this new version of you. They weren't invited in this new season of you. You're not just losing access to spaces that can't hold you anymore. You're letting go of things that weren't benefiting you. They weren't helping you grow. They weren't helping you grow in your word. It's just time to let it go. Just time to let it go. And right now, I just believe that I'm in a space where my reactions are different. They looking different and they feeling different. Jesus. I used to be the queen of reactions, y'all. I had to get the last word. If the last word, listen, if I didn't get the last word, baby, we was going to keep going and going and going and going and going. But now, I don't have the back and forth. I don't have the argument. And I think that's what I'm battling right now because something is bothering me so bad, y'all, that it's a situation that happened. And it's bothering me because my flesh want to react. I want to react so bad. And what I used to know, my safe space, my coping, how I used to cope, I want to react so bad. However, I know my spirit is not worth my spirit. It's not worth what it's going to cost. It's not worth it. And I know that. And I know better. So that's what's also eating me up, because you know better, however, you still feel this way, right? That's where I'm at. I want to react so bad in how I feel. I want my emotions to win so bad. I do. I'm gonna be completely honest. However, it's not worth my salvation, my peace, my joy, my spirit. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And right now I really feel like that's the struggle that I'm dealing with, because as I continue to grow in the word and as I continue to read my word, I keep reading stuff about being angry and reacting, being slow to speak. No, being slow to speak, being slow to anger. It is so hard when you're in the transition of letting go of your old self. I'm gonna be completely honest. But I know that God won't leave me in this place that I'm at. I know He won't. But I also know that this is growing pains. I know that. I know it. It's just like, I know it. It's just, yeah, you gotta go through it. You gotta go through it to get through it. That's literally just what it is. And also, I have to learn to give myself grace. Give yourself grace. You will slip sometimes and you will feel pulled back. Everybody's not perfect. There's times where I done said some things that I shouldn't have said. I'm not perfect, but I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm willing to acknowledge it so I can move forward. So we're gonna close. We're gonna wrap up because I'm looking and it is almost 20 minutes. Mighty God. So I told y'all this one was one of the ones, but just some wrapping up little mic drop moments. You can't become who God called you to be while holding on to who you were. The old version of you was necessary, but it's no longer required. You're not losing yourself. You're just meeting the next version. And growth will cost you your comfort, but staying the same will cost you your purpose. Oh, I'm trying not to get emotional over here, y'all. I'm not crying on camera. That's cringe. But yeah, that's all I have. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye, Nation.